Live, going
There
live.
we are. We're live.
Yay. Okay, we are live. We are live. Well, hello. Hello, everyone here on the Google Hangout. Wow, we're still getting used to it. So, Darcy, how do we see our, hi everyone, it's Jenny Fenig, and I have my operations manager gal, Darcy Sellers, on too. You all should be able to see her, right? Say hi, Darcy.
Hi, everyone.
Uh, and we're like back to the future, forward to the future with our headphones because we think it allows you to hear things better when you have headphones. So hopefully you can hear us better. Welcome to the Try Building Bootcamp Q&A. This is fun. This is my first time doing this. Wow. Okay, Q&A. Great. Cool. All right, so the way this is going to work is this is for you. This is for you to come and hang, ask questions about anything that you want to know about your business, about just what you're, stumbling up on right now, how to grow a business while raising a family, like I'm doing, like Darcy's doing, and then any questions you might have about the Try Building Bootcamp. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I'm actually just going to add information on that because we are in the midst of launching. This is my brand new offering, and it's awesome. And I want to make sure that you know that it is available to you if it calls out to you, because it all gets going next week, Monday, September 22nd, right? I have been screwing up on dates recently, so honestly, I haven't known what day it is. I've been using the wrong date and everything else. So Darcy, so people who are watching live, they can come into, how can they communicate with us? Give us the down low.
They should be able to communicate with us by clicking on the Q&A button on the events page,
Mm-hmm.
and then typing in their question.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Um,
And then also the chat function as well, right?
Yep, exactly. So up at the top, you'll see a little, it looks like a little Rubik's Cube.
Mm-hmm.
You'll click on the little Rubik's Cube, and you can either click on Showcase to see a link that Jenny just shared with everybody, or you can click on Q&A and type in your question.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So this is all for you all. And again, Darcy did one of these like over a year ago or something. Was that it? Darcy, this Google Hangout?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. And I have hosted one of these, but for kind of my crew, that it was not like a public thing. We were just all chatting, and it was really cool. But I have never done one of these for my tribe, so I'm just figuring it out as I go, and we're just going to have fun together. Again, this is your chance to ask questions, to really do anything, like hang out. Let's just hang out and chat and have a good time together on this Google Hangout. So if you're on the chat function, you can just type in, like, let us know that you're here, let us know that you're excited, like whatever it is that you want us to know about you. You have the chat function is one option for you, and then the other option is this Q&A. And Darcy, they should just be able to type in their question and it comes over, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, awesome.
If you click on the Q&A on the right, on the left sidebar, it should pop over to the right, and it will show up the questions.
Awesome. Okay. So again, now we are going to be making this video available to those who weren't with us live. So if you're not here live, you can't ask a question on this video. But if you're here right now, this is 1 p.m. Eastern time, you are with us live. So this is a chance for you to chat with us, ask a question. Again, this is like anything goes about growing your business, growing your tribe, what's entailed with that, how does it work, how have I done it? You know, literally, it's like I'm making some of my time available, Darcy's time available to help you grow. And then, of course, if you've checked out Tribe Building Bootcamp at tribebuildingbootcamp.com, if you haven't joined us yet and you're like on the fence, or you want more information to see if it is a fit for you, then this would be the time to get your question answered and asked, okay? So we're excited. We're excited. So I don't see us having like any questions yet, and sometimes it takes people a little bit of time. They get nervous and they're not sure what to ask, and they're, quiet. So what I'm going to do is just tell a little story about finding my tribe and how this has just grown my business immensely. My ability to know who my tribe is, my ability to communicate with my tribe, and my ability to serve the world through the work that I do with my tribe. So it became really clear to me actually this weekend, because Darcy knows I was off at this really cool event called Camp GLP. And it was amazing. It was just this amazing experience where I had the opportunity to be with my tribe. And it was put on by an organization called the Good Life Project. And the Good Life Project is run by this guy, Jonathan Fields, and he's got like a whole team. His wife's involved in the business. It's just really an amazing organization, and their mission is spectacular. So he was putting on this event. And the funny thing is that he trained me to become a yoga teacher way back when. Back in 2007, when I was really not happy in my life as a corporate leader and doing all this thing. I just really wasn't feeling it. And I decided to become a yoga teacher and have Jonathan train me at his studio where he owned in the city. And that really just started my adventure of doing my own thing and really being methodical and conscious about my tribe and who I was here to communicate with and help and serve. And then the cool part was that Jonathan kind of rediscovered me and my work this summer when he came up to the Berkshires where I live in Western Massachusetts, and he saw a video that I have called Vision Board Magic. I'm just going to like put these down. I'll show you a picture of it. I'm back. Which ones? Okay. All right. Hey guys. So again, welcome if you're just hopping on. This is for you. Anytime you have a question, you can post it in our Q&A. If you want to chat, there's a chat function. Just like give us a shout out. Let us know that you're here. And again, this is for you. But until we get questions, I'm just going to chat. I'm going to hang out with you and tell you stories, and know that I'm excited to hear from you about what it is that you are wanting more information on, okay? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I always tell like the people I work with, don't be a lurker. Be a leader, all right? Don't be a lurker. Be a leader. Speak up. Don't make me talk to myself the whole time. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. All right, so I'm going to continue on with my story, and then I know I'm going to have some questions and some chats going on from you gutsy biz chicks who are leaders, not lurkers. Okay, so over the summer, Jonathan was in this great store that we have here in Great Barrington. It is, it's a new age store. It's like a crystal store. It's called Crystal Essence. It's really awesome. And he sees this there. It's kind of hard to see because I know the glare, but it's called Vision Board Magic, okay? And this is, there's a better view of it, right? This is a product that I created, oh gosh, what does it say? Back in 2013, copyright. But I had been working on this content for many years, and I had started workshopping this around, like I did it as live workshops. Essentially, I was teaching women how to know and get what they want through a vision board, okay? And eventually I turned it into this product, and it's called Vision Board Magic. It is available. It's for sale through my business, Vision Board Magic, DVD.com. But anyway, Jonathan sees this beautiful product in our local crystal store, new age store, and I get this email from him. Now, Jonathan, if you don't know of him, you can find out more at jonathanfields.com. Super cool guy. He has written books. He's interviewing like Brene Brown and Seth Godin and Marie Forleo and just like some awesome people. His business has just, it's so cool to watch what he's doing. Again, he trained me to become a yoga teacher back in 2007. And since sold his stake in the studio and has just gone on to like share his magic and brilliance with the world. And he was creating this event called Camp GLP. And it was the first time it was ever going to be held. And he invited me, upon seeing this piece of work that I created for my tribe, for you, he invited me to be a speaker at his event, all right? And this was like so inspiring to me to know that me just putting my work out there to my tribe, for my tribe, to help you grow, allowed me to be at this event with my tribe, people I have never met before, because Jonathan had been attracting different peeps than I had been attracting, and that it was all this big kind of melting pot of amazing people. And so I was just there this past weekend leading workshops on vision boarding, all right? And the way I do it, I have this really cool process that I take people through. It was just very powerful to do it again live, because I kind of stopped doing that a while back, and I started just offering this within my programs. I have a program, the Live Your Dream Challenge, where I teach this process. And then I had this product. So it just became something that I could get into a lot of people's hands, and I hadn't taught it live in a while. But I was with my tribe over the weekend. I'm feeling super fired up, super excited about the work that I do with tribes, with people like you. And I just want to thank you for being here and for allowing me to serve you and do my work in the world. So again, welcome to the Tribe Building Bootcamp Q&A. This is for you. This is for you being able to ask your questions, you know, literally like whatever it is that you are struggling with right now, be a leader, not a lurker, and ask, all right? Ask your questions. There should be a question option on the screen. Darcy, unmute yourself. Just tell, because I know some people have joined later than others, just how they ask their questions or even chat it up.
Hi, everyone. On the page, you should see when you originally go to the events page, you'll see a Q&A and then a little the live button. If you click on the Q&A, it's going to pop up the video into another window, and up the top you'll see like looks like a little Rubik's Cube. If you click on that, it will give you the option to view the showcase, which is links that Jenny will share with us throughout our time together, or you can click on the Q&A link and ask a question, and Jenny will get it and we will answer you right away.
All right, thanks, Darcy. And Darcy is the operations manager at jennyfenig.com. We've been working together for many, many years. She's really awesome with this kind of stuff, this technology, all the back end. We have programs. She's often the one welcoming people into our online communities. We often will have these communities just on Facebook because everyone is hanging out there. And so she's saying like, welcome and congratulations. Often if you have questions that go into our support mailbox, which is support@jennyfenig.com, Darcy is the one you will receive a response from. And she just is so passionate about doing this work for this tribe. I feel like my tribe are gutsy biz chicks, you know, gutsy biz chicks who are here to do something significant with their time and their talents. And that's you. You know, if you're here right now, that is you. And you want to really grow. You want to grow. You want to touch people with your magic. You want to touch people with this offering that only you can share with the world. And it is time for you to step into that. It is time for you to do that in a larger scale. That is exactly why I created the Tribe Building Bootcamp. This is a totally new program. Again, if you're listening live, this is your chance to ask a question. So go ahead and chat it up. Put your question in the Q&A field. If you can't figure that out, go into the group chat. Just put some stuff in there and we will chat back with you. But the Tribe Building Bootcamp is essentially my gift to you. It's like my latest offering. It's brand new, never done it before. I got the idea when I was doing a survey recently to my list to say, what is your biggest challenge? What is your biggest fear? What is it that you want more information on? How can I serve you? That kind of thing. And I just saw that there was a real big need to find out how to connect with your tribe. How to find them, how to create things that are of value to them, how to help them. And some of you don't know how to do that. And I realized that there was a big need around just understanding what a tribe even is, and how to create community, and how to create this body of work where your people see that you are here to help, and help in a really, really big way. In a really, really big way. Okay? So this is your opportunity to understand how you can serve more people with the work that you do, and with the work that you want to do but just haven't been doing regularly or on a kind of larger scale because you don't know how. Okay? So if you're watching right now and you want to just ask a question, then do it. Do it. I mean, no question. Some people don't ask questions because they think that their question is stupid, or they think their question has already been answered, or they should already know the answer. And the dumbest question I have found is the question that's not asked. Okay? So don't be scared. If you have a question, you certainly can ask it now on this Hangout. Okay? So I want to give you a tip for getting more done in your business, okay? Getting more done while not killing yourself, because there's no point in that, right? This is about you, just doing all my little controls here. This is about you being able to impact lives and do it in a way that feels really good to you, okay? This is not about you just working 24/7, burning out, not having relationships with people who matter to you, all in the sake of trying to grow this business. That is not the type of teaching I do, because it doesn't work. Okay? It just doesn't work. So what you need to be doing is chunking your time. And this is, an area that I am going to be diving into in the Tribe Building Bootcamp. Again, you can find out more at tribebuildingbootcamp.com. This kicks off this coming Monday, September 22nd. It's going to be really, really powerful. And one of the modules, I want to just read what it says because it's got a really good name. So I come up with these things. Yeah, one of the modules is called Getting Amazing Shit Done and Still Having a Life. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the key to just about everything, is getting amazing shit done and still having a life. That is what is required of you when you get your big work out into the world, okay? So one tip that I want to give you, and I'm kind of like really fired up on this right now because we looked at a lot of this at the event where I was just speaking at this weekend, and I just created a training for another project I'm a part of. I created a training all around this, and I called the training Time Chunking Equals Freedom. And that's really what I have found to be true. Time chunking equals freedom. So this is about you not burning out. This is about you not feeling like crazy busy is some badge of honor that a lot of women wear. It's actually, that's a trap, and that to me is a farce, because that will just not take you where you need to go. You won't have any gas left in the tank for the other areas of your life that warrant your energy and your time and your space. So know that no one is going to win a prize for being the most busy. It's not a prize that you'd want to win, even if there was one. And I encourage you and invite you to really flip the switch to create a new relationship with time, because you need to know that you are the master of your own time, and you're the creator of your own time. We all have 24 hours in a day. We all have 7 days in a week. So the whole I'm so busy, but I don't have enough time, I mean, that really is coming down to you saying yes to certain things and saying no to other things. It's about having policies and procedures and boundaries, and letting some people down, pissing some people off, because you're not going to be able to say yes to everything. When you say yes to something, you're saying no to another. And that's just a fact. So one of the areas that we're really diving into in Tribe Building Bootcamp is this concept, of chunking your time and really looking at where is it going and how can you get the biggest bang for your buck. Now, I get a lot of questions on this typically from my people, so if you do have any questions on this now, I'm happy to take them from you live in the Q&A or in our chat feature, okay? This is huge because people will say, well, Jenny, you have 3 kids. I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a gosh, she just turned 5 months, and she just turned 5 months old. I have these kids, and they require attention and energy, and I have the same amount of time as you. So how do I do it all? I do it all through time chunking. So really knowing, like, what am I working on at any one time? I'm not bouncing all around the place. I'm not like just running around like a chicken with my head cut off most days. I don't aim to do that. I aim to be really clear, really mindful about how I'm showing up in the world, okay? And the way I do that is through this tool, and this is some of you have seen this before, but this is like my weekly schedule, if you can see it here. And I have everything. The colors have kind of faded a little bit because I've had this hung up, and so the sun has hit it in my office and faded some of the highlighted orange, pink, and yellow. But you'll see that I have, things chunked. And I have times that I'm just working with clients like here, all right? And then I have the pink is where I'm doing like where I'm working on my business. I'm doing marketing, I'm doing strategy, I'm really doing big picture thinking. The yellow is like when it's free time, when I'm with my family, when I'm working out, at the taking yoga, practicing yoga. You can't even see my meditating spot would be up here, but that's a big piece of my life as well. You need all these time chunking ideas to really drop in and create an amazing body of work so you can build your tribe, grow your tribe, attract more clients, get more money in the door, have more fun, impact your people like only you can. All right, so this is huge. This is like a huge, huge thing for you. And I want to share that because this is really a game changer, this whole idea of time chunking and doing the thing that you were put on earth to do. It requires you being very discerning with what you do with your energy and with your time. So something I want to do on this Google Hangout, because again, we've never done it before, and I'm encouraging all to get involved, ask questions. I want to be able to give away a scholarship to the Tribe Building Bootcamp on this Hangout. And I'm going to do that. Anyone who asks a question is going to be in the running for a scholarship to the Tribe Building Bootcamp. And that's tribebuildingbootcamp.com. If this is a program that you want to be a part of, I encourage you to ask a question. I always tell people, if you want something bad enough, there's always a way. And most women will just use excuses of why they can't do something, or why something won't work, or whatever. And I always just, if I want to do something, I always know there is a way. And so I'm just throwing that out there because we haven't had any questions yet, and I want to encourage you to get in the flow with me, chat with me, become a leader, not a lurker, so I can answer your question and really help serve you. So Darcy, if somebody wants to ask a question, they're not going to be on video, right? Their question will just be typed over, and that's how it's going to work?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
It will show up in the Q&A. The chat feature, I think, is only for people that are actually live on the Hangout, so it would be you and I.
Right.
I think that they only have access to the Q&A.
Okay. So again, we're just making this opportunity available to you. The question option is here. Okay, this is a Q&A. I'm just answering right now classic questions I get from people. How do you get it all done? How did you figure it out? What's my biggest path? But again, tribebuildingbootcamp.com is a program that we are open for enrollment in right now. It starts Monday, September 22nd. If you haven't checked it out yet, tribebuildingbootcamp.com. And I would love to be able to give away a scholarship to that program, and I'm going to do it to anyone who asks a question. Not anyone, but you'll be in the running. If you ask a question, you're going to be in the running for a scholarship. Totally, it's our gift to you for you to be in this program, because we actually want people in the program who want to be here, right? Who want to learn, who want to go on this journey. We already have 50 women in the program. It is going to be amazing, and we would love to add in even more gals who are ready to do this work in the world, who are ready to get out of their own way, reach more, make more, and play more. Reach more, make more, and play more. And that is really what this is all about. That is really what this is all about. Building your tribe, there is some technical elements too, and that's why we're excited to have Darcy in the mix, because she's in the forum that we have for the program, and she's here right now too. She's awesome when it comes to questions that you have on what sort of email platform do I need, or what's an autoresponder, things like that you might be curious about. I often will know the answers to that kind of stuff too, but that's like Darcy's life. She's just totally in that world where she is servicing my business. She has other clients that she services as well, and she helps them with all back-end operational stuff, which you really do need to get your head around if you are serious about growing and building your tribe. This is about you, touching those lives. It's about you touching lives, essentially. And if you are serious about touching those lives, then you need to step it up and commit to building and growing your tribe. That's it. There's no way around it. This is about you saying, you know what, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be an organizer. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to risk rejection, failure, people making fun of me, people criticizing me. I'm going to risk it all in the name of serving this tribe I'm here to serve. That's really what it is. If that calls out to you, then you in fact are a tribe builder. And if you want help with that, then you can get help right now on this Q&A, and you can also get help in tribebuildingbootcamp.com. I want to give a shout out. Some of you are like, I'm so at the beginning, I don't even have a website yet or a web page, and it's all part of the journey. A lot of people ask me how do you do that? And I have a lot of great people I've worked with in my business, and if you go to tribebuildingbootcamp.com, I hope you're going ooh, that's such a beautiful page. I know I say that when I look at it, and I want to give a shout out to my designer, the gal, the mastermind behind that visual. Her name is Raina Hennon, and she is with goodfortunedesignstudio.com, goodfortunedesignstudio.com. She is amazing, and she is she's also one of my clients. She's in one of my programs. She's going to be in Tribe Building Bootcamp. She's going to be at my live event that's happening next month called Alchemy Live, which is amazing. She is just such a superstar, rock star, and she created tribebuildingbootcamp.com. She created the visual of that. I give her a lot of creative direction, and we collaborate on that. So if you're wondering, how the hell do you even create a page like tribebuildingbootcamp.com? Well, I'm telling you how. That is my gal. Raina is just so amazing, and I'm so grateful to have her on my team doing this thing. Again, she's one of my clients. I'm one of her clients. It works out really well because we each support one another. We get each other's vision, and I love being able to refer her business because I know what an impact she's had on my business and on my path because she is just so darn talented. Okay. Now you heard me talk about, and again, if you're just joining in, you can ask a question by just typing it in. Those are the questions that anytime I'll see those coming in. Any question, nothing is too big or too small. Go for it. I am here to help you, and really just do what you were put on earth to do. I mean, that's just it. So don't be shy. Be a leader, not a lurker. Someone's got to start it off, and just get in the flow with me, all right? I am here at your service. I've never done this before, and I don't always just make myself available to answer questions. So if you have one, now's the time. Some people are like, I just can't figure things out. It's so hard. And then often people give them opportunities, and they don't really step up to the plate. So you're here. If you're here live, step up to the plate. Ask a question. All right. You heard me talk about Alchemy Live. All right. I mentioned that. Now, everyone who signs up for trybuildingbootcamp.com, we actually are giving you like a super sweet bonus in that you will get a ticket to Alchemy Live at a super, super low rate. We're giving you like a bring a friend ticket, which is priced at just under $100. It's $97. That event is going to be spectacular. We are just about full at that event. So I can't wait to see the last few gals who step forward into that offering. It will truly revolutionize the way you show up in the world. You won't feel like you're doing this all by yourself. You won't feel like it's just too darn hard, so you want to give up. I mean, that's what happened when I was at that event. For those of you who've been with me the whole time, I shared at the beginning of our hangout that I was just at an event called Camp GLP, which was hosted by one of my original mentors, Jonathan Fields, and it was just spectacular. I mean, there was 250 people there, all my tribe, his tribe, everyone's tribe. Like, we were all in the same tribe, and it was literally electric. And it got me even more fired up for what I'm going to be doing in the Tribe Building Bootcamp, and then what I'm going to be offering within my event, Alchemy Live, because it is like this tribe of gutsy biz chicks coming together, doing something spectacular, doing something amazing. I mean, that really is what this is all about. It is about you touching lives, earning a great living, having so much fun, like literally having a blast doing your work in the world, living where you want, working when you want to work, with whom you want to work, right? All of it. It's like so possible, but it requires you making a commitment and really, really getting out of your own way. Like, that is the key. If you're not willing to do that, you are going to have a really, really hard road to walk. I know, I've done it. It is freaking tough. It is so freaking tough. And I don't want you to have to go through that. I want you to sidestep a lot of the holes that I fell in, a lot of the loneliness I felt in the first few years in my business when I was like trying to find my own tribe to like hang with, and then trying to find my own tribe to serve, and they're kind of like one and the same. And once I did that, like once I really got my head around that, my heart around that, my soul around that, the business just started growing. It was really just eye-opening and spectacular, and like, oh my goodness, this is what it is. This is like where it's at. And if you're not feeling that right now, if you're feeling like this is just so hard and so frustrating, and everyone's telling you to do it different ways, and you're not sure who to listen to or what to invest in, and you're just, you know, like you're hitting up on it, then I encourage you to join forces with us. Good. All right. I see a question coming in. I see a question. I encourage you to check out trybuildingbootcamp.com because, you know, that's what I did. I mean, I'm like going to be putting my own feet to the fire because I'm creating all of this content in real time. And that's the cool thing about this round of trybuildingbootcamp.com. The content is not created yet. All right. And this is a little tip for you all who want to create content for your peeps. I will be creating this content in real time. And so everyone who's in this inaugural journey with me at trybuildingbootcamp.com, you are going to have the chance to help guide the content creation, because I'm going to be taking in your feedback, taking in what your challenges are, so I can customize the content for you. So just imagine that you're going to be real visionaries and helping to curate this road, right? This course. So if that calls out to you, if you're like, yeah, I want to be a maverick, I want to be in this first ever Try Building Bootcamp, then girl, you better step forward. And your last chance is this Monday, September 22nd. I believe we're cutting off registration around noon Eastern time. I believe that's when the cutoff is, and then your, you know, the first lesson is going to drop. All right. So, all right, we got a question. Annie Von Witt. I hope I'm saying it right, Annie. I don't know if it's Annie or Ani, like Ani DeFranco, but I know it's A-N-I. And you're coming to Alchemy, and I'm so excited to see you there. Okay, we have a question. Website SEO question. What are some good first steps to take when trying to build your search engine optimization. I want to show up on those search engines. Wow. And Darcy, you may have some insight here too, because you do a lot of like the WordPress backend stuff with like SEO stuff. Do you want to unmute yourself and kind of give any insight you have on this before I jump in? And I will say I'm not an SEO master by any stretch, and there's people out there who like are. But Darcy, what do you know about this whole SEO world?
I really don't get into SEO all too much, other than I will do some tagging on posts when I do post blog posts, and it's important to make sure that you have a title within your SEO plugin for your post, and then also some keywords that are relevant to the actual post that you're posting.
Like a blog post, you mean, right?
SEO is really not my thing either, only because it's always evolving.
It is.
Always changing the algorithms and how Google sees things. So it's really not my expertise, but I do have to dabble in it a little bit.
Yeah, and like at minimum, when you're posting blog posts, you want to, there's like a whole, and this is WordPress, and Darcy and I both suggest that everyone has WordPress as the platform, right, for growing your website and building your business. There is like, when you're going in and creating your post, there's like there should be a section on the back end of your WordPress that says like SEO, and you can go in and have keywords in there, have tags. You want to make sure that is all like optimized, that anything that you could be tagging for, like marketing, list building, tribe building, clients, whatever is your stuff that you're teaching on, you want to have that tagged so that when people are searching for that, your stuff's going to come up. All right, so it is just about like keywords and tags. Definitely do that when you're creating your blog posts. On the back end of WordPress, we know there's an option for doing that, and you don't want to leave that stuff out. Some people like never even put that information in, and they just are putting like their blog post in, right, or their video, and that's such a shame because people aren't going to find you when they're searching, okay? So a lot of this is, people are going to Google to search, so you want them to find you. Now there is a tool, I believe it's called Keyword Spy, and I'm trying to remember if it is at, see if I can go in and see if I can find it so I can give you the link for it. But yeah, keywordspy.com, it's coming up. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, okay. Keywordspy.com allows you to see what people are searching for. Now, you can take a free trial on this. Or you can sign up. You can discover competitors and their keywords, looking at a site spending on AdWords, just really looking at real-time tracking, getting intelligent about how people are, using Google, if you will, to track down the information that you want them to have, that you're creating. So keywordspy.com, that might be a resource that you want to check out, see if that is going to be helpful for you. Okay, but yeah, it's a great question just about getting discovered for the content that you're putting out into the world, all right, and just becoming known for that. A tip, and this isn't really just SEO related, but just a tip in general that was given to me by a mentor many years ago, is you want to get known for one thing. Like we all typically are multi-passionate people, and I do, I'm not known for just one thing, if you will, because I like to do lots of things, and that can almost feel like kind of confining. But you want people, like when they hear your name or your business name, to like one thing kind of come into their minds. Like, if you like Louise Hay, like when I think about Louise Hay, although she's gone, does lots of things, I think of her and I think you can heal your life. Okay? When I think of, let's see, there's a gal, Gabrielle Bernstein, spirit junkie. That kind of comes into my mind when I think about her. There's a gal, Chris Carr. She's like crazy sexy cancer, right? About what you eat. And a lot of them have also written books, which helps because you touch more people with your message through a book, and so boom, people start just associating you with this thing that you do, with this message that you're here to share and help people with. Let's see. a lot of what I'm really stepping into now is this whole idea of like gutsy biz chicks, like knowing what your calling is and cashing in on it, like going for it, doing it, even if you're scared, even if you don't know all the steps you're supposed to take, like just doing it, like getting out from hiding and doing it. Like that is really what I'm here to do. That word gutsy, I use that a lot. I use that a lot in my branding. I use that a lot in my messaging because that really is the word, like it hits me in the gut when I hear the word gutsy. And those women who tend to identify with that, like they really get it too. So, this is kind of a spin on this SEO question. It's about like having that place in somebody's mind when they hear your name or when they see your website. It needs to be so obvious, like so in your face that they can't help but like associate you with that. You see what I'm saying? I hope that's insightful, Ani. And there's people out there who teach SEO, who can you could hire to help you with SEO. But to Darcy's point, I actually, this weekend at that event where I was speaking at and attending, I met a really brilliant guy there, probably pretty young, like less than 25, I'd say, 25 years old. And I was like, so what draws you here? What do you do? And anyway, he's super smart, does this stuff around like marketing funnels and, launching your products and all that sort of thing. And he used to own an SEO agency with a business partner. And he said that in the last year, they basically just dissolved the business. He's like, I just got so sick of SEO. And he said he also got sick of a lot of his clients because they were just, I think it was probably frustrating because like Darcy said, it just was changing so fast that it was very hard to keep up with what was going on, and it wasn't a place where he wanted to hang necessarily. So he just positioned himself in a new spot and was able to get out there, and he's doing great work now and he's having major success. But to him, who owned an SEO agency, he was just like, no thanks. So not to scare you off from SEO, I think it's like one area to look at, but it's not the only area. And you want to, just make sure, especially on the back end with WordPress, that you've got everything like tagged and keyworded up so that people can find you. I'm psyched when I go in and like will search for something, like my stuff comes up. I'm like, great, there I am. So a good way to test it is to go and Google the thing that you want to be known for, see who does come up, see what kind of keywords they're using, see what kind of keywords you need to be using, all right? And there's lots, literally just Google like SEO tips and there'll be stuff that comes up, all right? So I will tell you in trybuildingbootcamp.com, we're really not going to be looking at like SEO in depth because I don't feel like that's my expertise. So as a follow-up, yeah, it is tagging the blog post. You can tag the actual website too. Yes, you want to do that as well. WordPress website. Okay, Ani DeFranco. Good. All right, Ani. Perfect. So yeah, you can tag the actual website too. And if you have a web designer who's doing this for you, that definitely needs to be something that you talk to them about. I have not done that specifically in my business. Like that is what my web designers do. So I can't even guide you to say like, look at this or look at that. I'll tell you in Try Building Bootcamp, Ani, I know Raina has a ticket into this, so she might be able to shed some light there for you, and you'll have people in that group who'll be able to kind of guide you in that direction. But yeah, you can tag the actual website and the blog because the blog is contained within the website. You want to be doing all of that. So we will, in terms of like getting insight on that, you'll have insight from the community in trybuildingbootcamp.com for sure. And I know you're going to be there, girl, because you're coming to Alchemy Live. High five. High five. So any other questions out there? Let's go. Get your cues in. Love that Ani is speaking up. And she is coming all the way from California to this event, to Alchemy Live next month. And the event is in Massachusetts. So making a cross-country journey, which I just love when chicks just say, I'm doing it, I'm going. At the event where I just was, we had people from Australia, from New Zealand. Like, this is it. There is not always opportunities to gather with your tribe. So when it comes, like, you got to hustle and get your ass on the plane, on the train, on the car, however, and get there. All right? This is it. for the organizer, like I'm the organizer of this for the event I was this weekend, the Good Life Project crew, they were the organizers. Like, they have made a commitment. I have made a commitment to you to do everything within my power to change your life. Like, that's really it. To help your life be juicier, to help your business be stronger, right? Make more money, have more fun, like all that stuff. I am doing everything in my power. Then you have a responsibility too, and that is to show up. Show up, do the work, be open, rock it out with me, with all these other chicks. All right, so again, Q&A time, type it in. You heard a question from Ani. Thanks a lot, Ani, for speaking up. I'm going to take just a few minutes now to make sure you know about what you need to know on Tribe Building Bootcamp. And then again, if you have a Q, now is the time. I'm going to tell you about Tribe Building Bootcamp. And then if we don't have any more questions, I will say bye-bye. All right? So if you do, now's a chance. Now's a chance. Be a leader, not a lurker. All right, so tribebuildingbootcamp.com. Again, doors on this inaugural program are going to close this Monday, September 22nd. That is it. I'm not sure when I'm leading it again in 2015, but it won't be until sometime in 2015. So this is your chance. This is your chance to get in. Go to tribebuildingbootcamp.com. With me now, you can check out the page. I'm actually going to cruise over there. All right, I'm going to cruise. Love it. So this is for gutsy biz chicks who offer transformational services and products. I needed a drink. If you're ready to rock your way to bigger reach, awesome clients you adore, consistent income, and time to enjoy your life, let's go. 4 weeks, baby. We're going to build your tribe. I'm going to be your fearless guide, and we are going to do this thing. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. So fun. All right. So here's how it's going down. Imagine this. You launch your newest creation online, and within days, it sells out. You write a blog post that goes viral, netting you an invitation to speak at a major industry event. You receive cards, emails, and phone calls from happy clients, customers, and fans thanking you for changing their life. You build a community of thousands and thousands of like-minded people eager to hear your message and learn from you. Your email is filled with opportunities from prospects and sales from customers, and this all happened through the power of automation. You design a lifestyle that fuels you on the deepest level, and you can't wait to get to work every day doing exactly what you were put on earth to do. I will tell you, it is all possible. If it feels like a pipe dream right now, it's just because you haven't gotten known online yet. You really haven't committed to building your tribe. So I am going to help you do that thing that you need to do. Get out of the fear storm. Get out of these issues that you have, right? You have these issues in your tissues, which is a phrase that my yoga teacher, Mark, likes to use, which is so true. And these issues truly are at the root of why you play it safe in your business. You're too vanilla in your messaging and marketing. You're afraid to like ruffle feathers or piss anybody off because maybe you won't be liked by everybody. And if you're trying to be liked by everybody, you're trying to, help everybody, serve everybody, you will serve no one. These issues are why you hide behind your computer instead of getting out, right? You're that lurker. You're not a leader. You need to be a leader. You're undercharging for your services. You're over-servicing, okay, and you're burning out. You're afraid to ask for the sale. You're making excuses, and you have inconsistent cash flow. And if you aren't publishing regular pieces of high-value content and you're consuming everyone else's and you're like, oh my God, theirs is so much better and I'm never going to be as good, it's because you're being a lurker. You're not a leader of your tribe yet, and you need to be. You've got to step into that leadership role, and that is exactly what I'm going to help you do in the Tribe Building Bootcamp, all right? It's going to be awesome. 4 weeks, just 4 weeks. We are diving in so you can reach more, make more, and play more. You can see on the site that I just break it down, what we're diving into each week. And don't, worry if like, oh no, I'm going to be on vacation for part of it, or I'm in the midst of like some, full time in my business or with my family. All the content is, you're going to have access to it. When you're in this program, like it's not going to expire. It's not like after the 4 weeks is up, you can't access the content anymore. You can. You will have access to it. You can dive in at a time that feels really good to you. You're going to be in the forum for the lifetime of this program. As long as this program is in existence, you will have lifetime access to the content, to the to the forum, which is the place where you're going to like buddy up with this tribe that you're going to fall in love with, and they're going to fall in love with you. So week 1, we're looking at showing up, standing out, and being visible. We're going to be looking at these actions that you need to be taking. Like, I'm going to break it down, very tangible, very specific. I'm going to talk to you about how you share your story, how to get past like the fear of haters, critics, and failure, and even the reality of that sometimes, right? I'm going to also tell you some inexpensive do-it-yourself ways to brand yourself and spread your message online. Week 2, we're going to look at how you find your people, okay? What are the key grabs you need to have on your website, why you need to attend and speak at events, and how that is going to just totally skyrocket your success. We're going to be looking at those social media channels where you need to be hanging. We're going to be looking at blogs and your newsletter. Even if you don't have this yet, I'm going to really break it down for you. Talking to you about autoresponders and how to create forums like the one that you're going to be in Tribe Building Bootcamp if it calls out to you. The power of free teleclasses and webinars for growing your list fast and launching offers that sell. I love that topic. Week 3, getting amazing shit done and still having a life. Okay, we touched on that earlier on in this hangout. Like, I showed you my time chunking tool. I mean, freaking mind-blowing. This is huge, huge, huge. And this is what a lot of people come to me for information on, because I have some stuff figured out. I had to. In order to have 3 children, in order to have a relationship and a life and all that stuff, I've had to figure that out. How to get amazing shit done and still have a life, okay? And I'm going to be teaching you all that I have found to be true, with the tools you need, how to systemize, how to prioritize, okay? It's going to be awesome. Week 4, this is like where the rubber hits the road. How to become a content creation pro. How to become a content creation pro. Yeah, take a deep breath with me. Take a sip of something. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. This is where
Jenny,
everything, yeah.
I have a question from Tawn too. She wasn't able to submit it, but she got the message to me somehow, I think through Google Plus.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready for that.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Tawn. And if anyone else has a problem writing their Q in, you can, I think, yeah, you can just like put a post on the Google Hangout page, the original like invite page, and it'll come over to us and we will see it. Okay, cool. So how do you create content? Yeah. All right, so Tawn, this is awesome. And I know Tawn's going to be in the Tribe Building Bootcamp. Awesome. And she's coming to Alchemy. I love how you girls are showing up to all this stuff. You're just like, I love you girls. You're so great. So Tawn, this is so much of what we're diving into in week 4 of Tribe Building Bootcamp. How the hell do you create this thing? Right? So, and I'm going to be talking to you about how to get a ton of topic ideas for blog posts, because sometimes we're like, what do I talk about? And that's what Tawn's question is, like, where do you get these ideas? Okay, it can be a little scary. So there's a method that I use for this. I'm going to be diving into it during the Tribe Building Bootcamp, but like one of the tips is just ask your people what they're challenged by. Literally, over and over and over again, have conversations. What's your biggest challenge? What's keeping you up at night? What are you like totally embroiled in a fear storm about? You will get so many ideas from that. What are you inspired by? You know, that's another great question, okay? So from that, literally, I have like just a list on my big, giant year at a glance calendar that like I got from a recent a Facebook party that I did on my Facebook page, a Q&A, and I just, got them all, and that's where I'll get a lot of my ideas from. So ask people, just ask. We're going to dive in deeper to this in week 4 of Tribe Building Bootcamp. And one thing that we're going to do is I'm going to give you a throwdown challenge during week 4 to create an awesome piece of content. And awesome is anything. Like, awesome doesn't have to be like a freaking novel that you create. Awesome is like, you know what, that was great. I was just honest, I was authentic, and I aimed to serve. All right, that is the definition of awesome. I'm going to give you a throwdown challenge to create that piece in 48 hours and share it with the crew. Okay, like, boom, become a leader, not a lurker, so we can celebrate you, and you can dance and party and put it on your blog, make an IFO, irresistible free offer, out of it. Like, you know, we'll kind of talk about how to action it, but you're going to create that piece of content. So that's week 4. All right, you're going to get some amazing bonuses when you sign up for Tribe Building Bootcamp. Everything is there for you on tribebuildingbootcamp.com. Again, the private forum. You're also going to get 2 group coaching Q&A calls. All right, so you're going to come and ask your questions. You're not going to have to figure this out by yourself. You're going to get my Rolodex of resources with tips on, where you can go for all the technologies that you might use. We're giving you cheat sheets on how to, build your online presence, what kind of sacred marketing tools are available to you. And if you want to be doing like a preview call, like these teleclasses, training calls, and launch something, I'm going to give you a guide for how to do that. And of course, I mentioned earlier, you're going to get a very deeply discounted ticket to Alchemy Live. All right, it's going to be amazing. It is yours for $97. It's like our bring a friend price for Alchemy Live. And this that event right now is currently selling at $497. So it's huge, 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 huge. And if you're one of our first peeps to register, you're going to get a ticket into Make Money Love You. This great cleanse that I do. Now we already have over 50 women now in the program, and all of our gals who have already signed up for Alchemy, they've gotten a ticket in. We've got lots of new peeps who are just signing up for Tribe Building Bootcamp. So I think we still have some bonuses remaining for Make Money Love You. It's a great cleanse. Would love to get it in your hands. All about you getting a healthier relationship with money. I mean, you have to be able to do that, okay? And the investment for this program it's totally doable for you. If you are ready to really rock it out, it's less than $500 for this program for 4 weeks with a crew of women who want you to succeed, okay? We even have a payment plan for you if that is going to be easier on your wallet, okay? Again, you are going to help create this content right along there with me. I'm going to customize it based on your needs and just what I see happening within the group, and literally your business is going to change. TryBuildingBootcamp.com. We would love to have you. I know it is scary when you step forward and do something new, when you step forward and say, yes, I'm doing it. I love seeing the registrations already come through for this program because they're people like I don't know, like I've never connected with before. Sometimes I'll have people join my programs. I'm like, oh, they were in this one, or I met them at an event or something. All of our registrations that have come through so far, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Totally just new peeps that I am so psyched to be able to connect with and help. And I would love the opportunity to do that with you too. All right, so trybuildingbootcamp.com. Thanks to Ani for speaking up. Thanks for Ton for speaking up with your questions. I hope this was of value to you. I've had a lot of fun hanging out. Thanks to Darcy for being here, and we will be doing, we'll kind of figure out where we can roll out more Google Hangouts in the future for our tribe, for our people, because I like video. I think video is really fun. I like talking live with people and just aiming to serve and all that good stuff. And I see Ton, I hear, yeah, yay. Okay, Ton, thanks for your comment back. She says, yeah, she's a dry well in the inspiration department. She's excited to start the boot camp and super excited about alchemy. Yeah, inspiration is so huge. And thank you for sharing that, Ton. I forget sometimes that certain people do struggle with that, and I don't struggle with that so much. And what tends to happen when people start working with me and being in my field, my energetic field, is that they get inspired. And I was just so touched at what happened just last weekend at that event where I had the pleasure of leading my vision boarding workshop, because people shared things with me that I was just, oh my God, I was blown away. Blown away. Like literally one gal, again, I help people kind of visualize like what it is that they really want, what they're here to say, then get that visual picture in front of them, like tangible, and then show them, get the guts to go and do it. This one gal shared with me that it was like a huge deal for her to even go buy the magazine to bring to the vision boarding workshop, the magazine that represented some of her hopes and dreams. And then she said to herself, wow, if I'm not willing to invest the $5 or whatever it is to buy the magazine to do this vision boarding thing the way that I want to, then what does that say about the energy that I'm bringing to my life? And I just so thanked her for her vulnerability and courage in sharing that with me, because what does that say if you're not willing to invest in your business? And I know this program is not $5, it's closer to $500, but the number really isn't important. It's the energetic intent. What does that say about you if you're not willing to invest anything in your business? What does that say? That says that you are not taking it seriously. You're not playing a big enough game. You're not sending that message to the universe that you want something magical to happen in your life and in your business, and you are going to do whatever it takes in order to create the space for that to be true. All right? So trybuildingbootcamp.com is where it's at. I promised I was going to give away a scholarship into this. And the two questions I had are from gals who have, already they're already in the program. They're already in the program. So what I'm going to do is for Ani, who just spoke up, and for Ton, who spoke up, I'm actually going to give away two. And you girls already have a ticket. But what I'm going to do, girls, is I'm going to offer you the chance to invite one of your friends who needs this. You can send a note to support@jennyfenig.com. Okay, Darcy's going to oversee that box, and she will hook up with your friends and get her signed on. If you have a friend or a buddy who wants this, and they have to, want it, want to be here, they're going to participate, they're going to be a leader, not a lurker, right? Then we would love to offer them a ticket into Try Building Bootcamp. All right, so that's just a shout out. I like to reward women for getting out of their comfort zone and for speaking up. Ani doing vision boards at Alchemy. That's not in the cards right now. I kind of stopped doing those at my live events some time ago because there's so many other areas that we cover off on. But Ani, we're going to be doing a ton of visioning. So good question. But you can start cutting stuff up. I'll give you some tips around that. Start cutting stuff up. You can be doing that on your own for sure. But right now that is not in the schedule at Alchemy. We have a lot of other ground that we're going to be covering. Okay, good question. But yeah, congratulations to Ani and Ton. You can send us a note at support@jennyfenig.com. Give us the email address of your friend who wants a ticket into Try Building Bootcamp, and Darcy will reach out to them, get them squared away. But make sure that happens prior to Monday, September 22nd at noon, because we're closing the doors. Everyone who's in by then is in, and then we won't reopen this program again until sometime in 2015. I don't know when. We shall see where the winds take us. All right. Mwah. Much love to you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so honored to do this work. I feel just like this is it. This is life, and it just keeps getting better for me and for this business and for the women who I get to do this thing with. It is really, really dreamlike. So thank you. I look forward to serving and leading and guiding all you gutsy biz chicks and Try Building Bootcamp. Again, check it out, trybuildingbootcamp.com. Keep rocking, keep shining, keep doing your work. You're here for a reason. Don't forget that. You're allowed to live the good life. You're allowed to touch those lives. And I'm just high-fiving you, hugging you. You're awesome. That's it. That's all I got for you today. All right. Rock it out. Love ya. Bye now. Bye, Darcy. Bye, everybody. Woo!